Now.
Thank you for joining us here on The News at Noon. I'm Mike Sela. The Secretary of the Army joining other Army officials on Fort Stewart today to give an update on yesterday's shooting and to recognize the soldiers and first responders who ran towards that gunfire to help. WTOC's Kyle Jordan was at that news conference this morning, and he joins us now with more. Kyle?
Yeah, Mike, outside the gate here at Fort Stewart, which was crowded yesterday because of the frightening experience that happened yesterday on the base. Today, an opportunity to celebrate the soldiers and their actions. We were able to learn a little bit more about those soldiers who stepped up and saved lives here on Fort Stewart. Also getting a little bit of an update on the 5 victims in this case. The base commander saying that 3 of those victims have already been released from the hospital. That's very positive news. One of them is still in care at Wynn Army Community Hospital, and then the 5th victim is still in care at Memorial Hospital. He said that female soldier still has a longer road to recovery, but they do expect all 5 of those victims to survive this frightening situation that played out here yesterday at Fort Stewart. It is also an opportunity to celebrate, as I said, and recognize everyone who responded, including the 6 who were identified as stopping the shooter. This all took place today at the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team's headquarters on the north part of the installation here. Secretary of Army Dan Driscoll arrived to hand out the Meritorious Service Award to 6 soldiers. Those were given to First Sergeant Joshua Arnold, Master Sergeant Justin Thomas, Staff Sergeant Melissa Taylor, Staff Sergeant Robert Pacheco, Sergeant Eve Rodarte, and Sergeant Aaron Turner. They are responsible for wrestling the gun away from the suspect and performing life-saving aid, ultimately preventing what was a very frightening situation from becoming much worse.
We train no matter what, so whenever anything happens, one thing that I'm very proud about being in 2nd Brigade is we train that you're a soldier first no matter what. So shoot, move, and communicate, provide aid is one thing that we train here consistently, and I'm very proud that this unit does that.
So we sign up, when we raise our right hand and we take the oath, foreign and domestic. They're training immediately. What I saw, they immediately jumped into action and doing what they needed to do. So I'm very proud as a commander that, it went the way it went.
We know that the suspect is in custody, and it is expected that he will be transported to a military justice facility in the future. Of course, that military justice process playing out now different from what we would see inside a civilian justice system. We also got a chance to speak with Sergeant Aaron Turner. He is credited for ultimately subduing the shooter yesterday here at Fort Stewart, and we'll hear more from him coming up on The News this afternoon and evening. For now, we are live at Fort Stewart. Kyle Jordan, WTOC News.